Hey everybody, welcome back to the Expats. I'm Matt, this is my wife Diane. Today we're taking you to the Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes region, one of the most diverse, scenic, and livable areas in all of France.
And whether you're into mountain views, fine wine, or simply looking for an affordable and peaceful place to live, this place checks a lot of boxes.
Stretching from the Alps in the east to volcanic plateaus in the west, this region borders Switzerland and Italy. You've probably heard of cities like Lyon, Annecy, Grenoble. All of that is right here.
And it is France's second most largest populated region. But don't worry, there are plenty of peaceful villages and rural retreats also. For such a beautiful and well-connected region, the cost of living is surprisingly reasonable here. Average monthly expenses will hover around $1,450 US, and that is lower than in Paris or the Riviera.
You know, you'd think at a place like this that it would be real expensive.
Y'all, stunning.
Yeah, because if you're earning a U.S. pension or a Social Security, I mean, those can really go a long way.
Yeah. You can find a 3-bedroom apartment in a city like Chambéry for around 250,000 euros. And in rural areas, it gets even cheaper.
And rent-wise, you can get a 1-bedroom in town for about 550 euros a month. And you can get a 4-bedroom house in the countryside, which is often under 1,000 euros a month.
And grocery...
Elmer Fudd syndrome just set in.
Groceries.
Grocery.
Come on.
I heard that right off the bat. I was thinking, Elmer Fudd.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I'll call you Elmer Fuddette.
Groceries are about 50 to 70 euros a person per week. If you are a foodie like me, you'll love the fact that mid-range restaurants cost just about 15 to 20 euros per meal.
And yes, the cheese and wine aisles, they deserve their own little segment.
Yeah. Now, winters can be cold in the Alps, but Lyon, for instance, gets a more moderate 0 to 21 degrees Celsius range across the year.
And rainfall, that ranges from 75 millimeters to 107 millimeters per month. And that's really depending on the location. That should be perfect for the vineyards out there. Airports, you ask? We've got you covered. Lyon, Saint-Exupéry, Geneva, and Grenoble all serve international flights.
And public transportation is excellent. You've got trains, buses, trams, and even cable cars in the Alps.
I would love to take a cable car sometime.
You would die. It's so high.
Because of the height?
Yes.
I might, but I still want to try it.
You would die. Because I'd be the one jumping on it.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
No. I think about it, but I wouldn't do it. Now, healthcare in this region is world class. Lyon alone is home to the Hospice Civils de Lyon, and Grenoble has a top-rated university hospital.
Plus, you will find plenty of private clinics and English-speaking doctors all across the region.
Yep. Urban areas like Lyon do have a higher crime rates, mostly petty theft, but there again, you do have, more serious crimes than that as well. But rural zones like Cantal, I believe it's pronounced, are among the safest cities in France with fewer than 2 burglaries per 1,000 homes.
And as always, awareness and common sense, that will take you a long way. Now the region is politically stable and safe. In fact, it's slated to co-host the 2030 Winter Olympics, which it will bring a lot of new infrastructure and jobs.
But keep an eye out for those transportation strikes because they do happen now and then across France. So I'm going to just put in a little side note. I'm about to butcher some names here, so be prepared. From the Nuit Sonore in Lyon to Jazz Auvergne and the Festival de Rue, this word is Dorlac. Culture is alive and well there.
So if you are a music, art, or food lover, you will find something all year long here in this region.
I was listening to a podcast earlier when I was putting my face on, and they were talking about how France has something, whether it be a holiday, a festival, or something, every month of the year. Fun fact.
That would be fun.
Fun fact. Time to butcher some more names. Are y'all ready? Raclette, tartiflette, or fondue. Need I go on?
And for dessert, I get to butcher something.
Yeah.
Montélimar, nougat, or a splash of chartreuse liqueur.
So here are some fun facts for you. Mont Blanc is the tallest peak in Western Europe.
And Lyon is considered the gastronomic capital of France.
And this region produces over 200 million liters of milk a year.
I love milk.
That's a lot of milk. I wonder it's Mont Blanc. See what I did there?
It's a lot of white.
Get it?
And I know you're asking this question, when is the best time to visit? Well, we are going to tell you, spring and early fall, because you have fewer tourists and you have great weather.
Or go in the winter if you love to ski. Resorts like Chamonix are world famous.
I'm not a skier.
Me neither. I'm a walker.
You can walk in the skis. They do that.
Yep. If you're thinking about moving here, you will find friendly locals, solid infrastructure, and a vibrant expat community, especially near Annecy, Lyon, and the Alps.
But yes, you still have to learn French. It will make your life a whole lot easier.
Yep. So what have we learned today about the Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes region?
It is affordable. That's a check.
Scenic?
Check. It is full of culture, food, and natural beauty, and that is a big check.
Check, check, check. Now, if you're dreaming of moving to France, but want something beyond the usual tourist spots, the Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes region deserves a place on your retirement radar. Y'all,
this place, when we started looking at it, first thing out of my mouth was, this place is too expensive. But then we got to looking into it, and maybe some of the bigger places are, but you get to the smaller areas, and it is very affordable.
it is so pretty. It's one of those places, like I used to always say, that gives you the fuzzies. It doesn't look real. It's so pretty that it looks fake.
Plus, you're right up there near Italy. You're right up there near Switzerland and stuff. I mean, best of all three worlds.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
So do you think y'all could retire there or move there or even come and visit and say hi?
The hills are alive with the sound of music. Ah.
That just happened. My wife sang on video.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
That's what it reminds you of, Sound of Music. I mean, just call it like I see it.
I'm picturing her dressed up just like
Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews, doing her little twirling up there on the mountains and singing. Oh, God, help us all.
I'm offended.
Hey!
Gotcha!
Hey, before you go, we would love your support.
You can support us over on our Buy Me a Coffee page or our Patreon page. You can also join our channel by clicking the button in the description. And when you do this, you can get some behind the scenes updates, some early video access, special chats. You don't know what I'm going to be doing at any given time, or you either.
Well, that's the truth.
Because we're like that.
One of the things that I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to learn how to fly our drone that we just got, and we had bought some brand new plants.
He taught my plants.
We bought some brand new hanging plants, and I was trying to show off a little bit to Diane about how I was flying it, and I was doing pretty decent with the wind that was blowing. And next thing I know, that thing is trimming them flowers up.
Looked like a hedge trimmer going Edward Scissorhands with the drone.
It tore that plant up.
Can't have anything.
And I got a little embarrassed.
So let us know, would you consider living in this area? Because I know we dang sure would in a heartbeat. But let us know in the comments what you think of it. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of when our next video will be up, which will be next Friday at 3 p.m. Central. So you guys have a great week, and we will see you next Friday.
Aviento.